Chapter 6 of Hallowe'en at Merryvale by Alice Hale Burnett. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Nan Dodge. Blowing out the candles. "Let's try to blow out the candles next," suggested Toad, to which the others agreed. "Bet I win this," boasted Fat. "I've got a lot of wind." "Reddy ought to win," laughed Chuck. "He's always blowing about what he can do." A tray with 10 candles was now placed upon the table by Toad, and the boys got in line while Father Brown lighted the candles. Then, with paper and pencil, he stood near at hand to keep the score. "Only 1 puff each, remember, so make it a big one," he laughed. Fat and Herbie, from their places in the line, began at once puffing and blowing. "Hey, what are you trying to do?" called Lynn Smith. "Start a cyclone?" "No, we're only practicing," was the laughing reply. "I'll puff and I'll puff till I blow your house in," sang Herbie, adding, "Here's where I win." Hopie Smith, first in line, filled out his chest with all the air it would hold and stepped forward. Puff! "How many?" shouted the others. "5," counted Father Brown. "That's a good beginning." Reddy then gave Fat a poke with his elbow. "Move up," he urged. Toad came next and turned around 3 times for luck, and then took a long breath. Puff! "1, 2, 3, 4," called Father. "What?" cried Toad in surprise. "Only 4? Why, I was sure they would all go out." Lynn came next. Standing upon his toes and holding his hands together high above his head, he turned slowly around. Then, leaning down, he gave a great blow. 6, counted Father Brown. "That's the best yet." "Watch me," cried Chuck, who stood next, and placing his hands upon his hips, he started dancing about before the table. "Ha! Look at the funny dancer!" shouted Hopie. Chuck gave a puff and blew out 6 candles, which tied Lynn's score. Fat, who was now next in line, leaned far over. Placing his hands on the floor, he lifted his right foot and shook it 3 times. Then, standing up, he puffed out his cheeks for a mighty blow. "Look out, you'll bust," warned Herbie. Puff! "By Jiminy, he did it!" cried Toad. "Good boy, Fat," as every candle went out. "Reddy may tie him," suggested Father. "Let's see." Reddy turned 3 somersaults for luck, and standing before the candles blew with all his strength, and 7 went out. "Fat gets the prize, and it's just what he likes most," cried Toad. "Oh, but I'm glad I came," sighed Fat, as he opened the big box of candy that Toad had handed him. "Now all be good children," he added, "and I'll give you each a piece." End of chapter 6.